welcome to Spoilers Morty, a spin-off of our normal show, which you should totally watch, in which we play Rick and Morty Bingo throughout Season 3 of Rick and Morty, obviously. Today we'll be watching Rest and Ricklaxation, which, if I'm interpreting that word right, means that Rick and Morty go to a day spa together. Hijinks ensue, and by the end of the episode everyone learns a lesson, or not. Hard to tell, really. But at the very least, it got both Nami and I closer to a bingo. So on with the show. So, this one may be the turning point of Rick and Morty Bingo. We have a lot to talk about.
We do have a lot to talk about.
So where do you want to start going? Go start and
All
start
right,
going
so
with
one
this.
thing I want to ask you is Rick transmuting?
Yeah. How many, if any, times was that? Because he split into two things into a toxic Rick.
Yeah.
Does that count?
I'm Toxic Rick!
Then he turned into a newborn baby and grew up out of Toxic Rick's corpse, while Toxic Rick did the same thing with a monster.
Yeah.
That could be 3 right there.
I wouldn't count him being separated into Toxic Rick because he didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And
then they also recombined at the end. We can, I guess, just roll that into 1 if you want, or qualifies as 2.
Go ahead and take it.
All right. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, I think when I made the prediction, I did reference him being young Rick as one of the versions. So I think him turning himself into a fetus and then growing back up.
And then chest bursting.
Is not.
And then him just emerging fully formed out of. And that's the other reason is that they were technically 2 different transformation sequences because he emerged out of the monster fully formed instead of chest bursted. So that's why I'm more inclined to be like, that one.
All right.
So there you go. Look at that. My argument for you gave you a point. But I'll make a stronger argument to the house being destroyed.
All right.
Because I don't think it counts, sadly. You keep almost getting that one.
But not over half.
But not over half.
Half.
Well, okay, so I will admit, I was actually carefully looking at the structure because they showed like the second floor, but I think it was just an attic that they were showing because I was like, oh, if it had like gotten into their bedrooms.
Yeah, I don't think you need to worry about it too much. It was clearly less than half.
Yeah,
so
I'm worried.
We don't need to.
You did not get Swifty.
Nobody's getting Swifty so far.
No one is getting Swifty so far.
I did get Morty dating something.
Yep, he dated 2
more
somethings.
than one something.
Yeah, he dated 2 somethings in this one.
However, on your end...
They went to school twice! Technically, was it twice or 3 times?
3 times if you count him
at the very
being
end.
Without his toxic part.
Yeah. But
if you still consider that to be Morty. But even then, it was...
Yeah, that was... That.
Unless you meant 2 times exactly, because then we're at 3.
Just check it out. And he asked Jessica out. At the end of the thing, he actually said, I was someone who loved you so much I would have done anything for you.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I think by the end.
Yeah.
That counts.
Okay.
As enough of a confession.
Right. Well, I mean,
she gets it.
She basically, he used the term loved you.
Yeah.
Specifically.
I would also be tempted to give you credit for Morty getting fed up. I'm like 25% on that one.
No.
Okay.
I would not take that one because I more saw it as Morty legit being like, F you, Rick, I'm out. And just like not going with him or like putting his foot down and just flat out refusing Rick instead of just being like, well, I'm smart enough to know
later. I'm running away.
What's going to happen. Bye. Like that's just bailing.
Right.
Like, yeah.
And then he kind of came back at the end.
Yeah.
In a way.
So yeah.
All right.
So that one doesn't go. However, Morty gets a part-time job.
This is one that I brought up when we watched it.
Yeah.
Because it's clearly not a part-time job. It's clearly a full-time career.
Right. However, when I made the prediction, I was assuming it would be like a summer job or while you're in school. So
I believe you predicted that he would work at an Orange Julius or something like that.
I was trying to use that as like an example of the type of like what I was thinking because I see that as like an after school job based on work laws, they can't give you 40 hours a week. I think you're actually limited to 20, which is why like part-time job just kind of like came into my head. But
so despite all of the examples and specifics you gave being not what happened, you still would argue that he got a part-time job?
Yeah. But I mean, do you understand what I'm trying to say though? Like for a kid, any job a kid under the age of like 17 has is a part-time job. And that's what I was going with. I should have just said Morty gets a job, but I meant part-time. Like the reason why I said part-time job is because I was thinking of like the hours or whatever.
All right. But I'm gonna keep my eye on you because we still, though, don't have a bingo.
No.
Which is a little crazy after like all of that.
Flirting.
All of that stuff that happened.
Flirting with a bingo, both of us.
Yeah. If Jerry can just get a new job, don't let me down. We both have a row that's not marked off at all, which is concerning.
Yeah, right.
Coming into this, I thought one of us might have gotten a bingo, but I guess not.
You know, I am on the fence. I think you may get it before I do. If I get it at all.
I also feel like I keep barely missing Rick doesn't drink. Yeah. Because he clearly wasn't drinking.
Yeah, he didn't need to. But
during that whole episode.
He never like referenced it.
But no one brought it up.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't.
Same with the pickle. He clearly couldn't drink alcohol the whole time, but didn't come up.
It's okay.
Oh well.
Sea cucumber. Sea cucumber! Man. Hey. Rick. Is Yanni Morty?
Don't yawn Morty me.
I'm tired Morty.
Terry Folds got on the charts.
What?
That song?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Top 100 at least in iTunes, I think.
No. It's been a slow music week. No, if he would have injected himself with himself instead of himself and then something else, I would have counted that as like one. But because there was like a second that was outside of just like, oh, I'm just going to shoot you in the chest. So like when you explode.
Right.